Okay.
And also, when we were picking it, before we picked it, we went on a tractor ride.
Which made the trip even special.
What are we waiting for? Let's get started. A,
V,
E, FunFamAve!
Okay, everyone, the Cherry Danish recipe comes in a couple sections, and the first section is the cheese, the cream cheese section. So to do that, you're going to need a mixing tool, and we're going to be using a stand mixer. You're going to need 8 ounces of cream cheese, and our box is already 8 ounces.
1 egg and a dash of vanilla extract for taste.
Yeah.
You'll also need 1/4 cup of sugar and a mixing bowl.
A mixing bowl, yep. As you can see, we already pre-measured everything just for the sake of time. And we'll also put the recipe so you guys can follow along. Okay, so the first step is to add in your cream cheese. And we left our cream cheese out so it could be nice and soft. Yeah. Wow. You want to add it in?
Next thing?
You can add this in if you want. Just plop
Is
it
that
in.
butter?
It actually kind of looks like butter, but it's just cream cheese. Oh, okay.
That's
And
like
now,
whole
the
bowl
next step
already.
is to add the egg, and I will add the egg. Actually, no, we'll add the sugar so Anne can add it. Okay? And you can add that in. Just dump it in fully. We're gonna add our egg. I haven't cracked an egg in a while. And then a dash of vanilla, like Anne said, for flavor. Ian, can you open this? My hands are slippery from the egg. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna add a little bit. That should be enough. Okay. Okay.
Or maybe we can add the whole butter.
No, that would be too much.
That's too much.
Okay, is our power on? Yep.
Yes.
And now it's time to blend. Okay. Okay guys, we're not really done mixing yet, but as you can see it's really chunky, but you just want to mix until it's fully smooth. So this is how it looks, but you want it to be nice and creamy texture, almost like frosting. And we're going to show you guys our cream cheese after it's done, but we're going to move on to the next step now. Okay everyone, before we go on to telling you guys how to make the cherry pie filling, we're going to show you guys the cream cheese filling that we made. So as we said, there's no more clumps anymore and it's perfectly smooth, and that's how you want your texture to be. Okay, now moving on to the second section, that's the second step, is the cherry pie filling. You're going to need 1/2 cup of water. You're going to need 5 to 6 cups of freshly pitted cherries. And as I said before, we picked these cherries ourselves and we also pitted them ourselves. We did it the old-fashioned way and we broke it in half and took the cherry out. But you could also use a cherry pitter or take a toothpick and stick it through the cherry. And then you're going to need
sugar.
And it's going to be 2/3 cups of sugar. And then you're going to need 4 tablespoons of cornstarch. You're going to need
Freshly squeezed
lemons. Yes, you're going to need freshly squeezed lemon. And if you want, you could use 2 tablespoons, but we're going to be using 1 tablespoon. And now we're going to show you guys how to make this cherry pie filling on the stovetop. Alright guys, now that we told you guys the ingredients you need and the measurements to make the cherry pie filling, we're going to actually make it now. And as you see, we're in a stove, so we're going to put it on medium heat, but our stove heats up really fast, so into medium, I'm going to put a little bit lower.
Okay, did you say you were in the stove?
No, not in the stove.
But can I add?
You can add everything, we're going to take turns, but I'm using a spoon. And this is a lot of cherries.
That's only the whole thing.
That's all the cherries. We have more cherries to enjoy too, so.
Well, we're going to put the other ones.
Okay, and that's how it looks right now with all the cherries already. And now we're going to add in our sugar. Actually, no, we should add water first so it can mix. Does anybody else want to add that in?
Not to spill.
Ah. Okay, and then we're going to add the cornstarch. I'll add that in.
And I'll add the
Okay, and then lemon juice.
Not a lot of cornstarch.
The 1 tablespoon, and then the 2/3 cup of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. Oh my god! And now you're gonna stir. And you wanna stir until it looks like it was basically just the cherries. So no more of the cornstarch or anything like that. And you're just gonna keep stirring that, and it's gonna take a while. You actually have to keep it on heat for almost 10 minutes. So we're just gonna keep stirring this.
Let's do it for 5 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. Does anybody else want to mix? Okay. Here, there's still some of the cornstarch. So we'll add every little bit in. There we go. Okay. And, oh no. It's okay, that's just a little bit.
Only.
Ian can mix, and it might take a while for us, and you guys don't want to see us mix for so long. So we'll show you guys our finished product of the cherry pie filling in 10 minutes. As you guys saw, we just finished making our cherry filling, and it's been 10 minutes, and now it's time to do our dough.
And it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it's really easy actually. And before we do this, the first step before doing this is to preheat your oven to 400. And we're gonna do that with you guys right now. 400. As you guys can see, we didn't make this dough. You can make it on your own, but you can actually buy this from the store. It's just puff pastry dough. And now we're just gonna unroll it. We're gonna just stretch it out. Make sure you wash your hands. You don't wanna touch it and you don't wanna rip it either. We're gonna keep it in this shape that it's at right now. Amazing shape. And we have a cookie cutter, right? I mean, a pizza cutter right here. And then we're gonna cut it into like strips kind of. I've never done this before, so I think that should be good.
Precise.
And then
just...
we had to like throw it up like that.
Oh, whoops, that was a little uneven. That's okay, we could just take that out. And then we're just gonna... That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is pretty even. And before, actually wait, I'm not gonna do anything else. Ian, what is this? This is our flour, right? And now we're going to I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit. I forgot to do that before. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of flour over it. You could barely see it, but you could use a work surface, but we kind of have this sheet that it came with, so you could just use. Okay, you want to do it, Ian?
Okay.
Okay, I'm really bad. Try making it more thicker. As you can see, the first ones I did, they were pretty thin. No, make it more thick.
That big?
That big.
That's pretty good.
And keep it in a straight line. If it's going in, bring it out. You bring it in a little. There you go. Oh, be careful with that. It's sharp, so do you want to try? Yeah. There. We're gonna go ahead.
Try not to wobble it.
Oh, be careful. You don't have to go so fast. Now, guys, we finished cutting our pastry dough into even strips, and this is how it looks. It looks wonderful, and it's very even. So now we're gonna start to actually assemble it, kind of. Okay?
So 2 strips.
2 strips. So we're gonna take.
2 strips.
Oh no, it's kind of. So now, after you're done this, you want to stretch this out, kind of, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna patch the middle down like this. So we're connecting 2, and we're just gonna evenly make it like it was 1, like you never had to.
I can't wait to eat these, like when they're done.
If they're soft, then it's gonna
Okay, now it's time to swirl them. So you're just gonna swirl it like this.
Lightly, you don't want to like break it.
Yep, just like that. And since this is kind of long, we're gonna swirl. Oh wait, we're gonna swirl it like this. And you're gonna work your way swirling your pastry dough. Oh no! It connected. It's okay.
Disconnected.
There. Now that it's more toughly connected, I'm just gonna do it like that.
Connected.
Okay. I'm gonna roll it. And actually, before I do that, it's kind of messy, but I'm just gonna pat this down because we're gonna do it there. Okay.
Oh wait,
You'll
don't
see.
you have to go there?
Looks like a drill.
Okay. Now we're gonna. I think we should do this side one more time because it's not really well done. Swirl this right now. I'm gonna pat this side down. Look, you're gonna pat it like this, not too thin. So I'm gonna fold it a little, just like that, like a little center. And you're gonna bring your whole thing, and you can leave it like this, and we're just gonna swirl it. Okay?
Oops.
It's okay. And we're gonna bring it our way around, like that.
Next one, I want to try doing.
Okay. Just like that.
But I think if we put that on camera, it's gonna be too long.
Okay. There, I think that's pretty good. And it's okay if it's not perfect because when it bakes, it's also gonna change the shape.
Is it gonna like?
Okay. Yeah.
Like, is it gonna extend?
Kind of. And now we're gonna take a fork, and as you said, we made a middle. We're just gonna poke some light holes just like that.
A well.
A well. We kind of made a well. That's where we're gonna put our filling. And now I'm gonna take this and put it on our parchment paper. Just like that. And now we're gonna do that to all of our strips, and we're gonna show you guys our finished swirls, and we're gonna do the filling part then. All right, guys, we finished making our dough and shaping them, and we're not going to show you guys that just yet, but we're going to make an egg wash that we're going to coat the dough with soon. So, you're going to need 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of water. First, we're going to crack in the egg. Now we're just going to add the other half of the egg. Okay, now shell's perfect. Yeah.
We're gonna use the
Yep, and over here we're actually near the stove. That is our cherry pie filling. And now we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of water. Do you want to add that in there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just measure it out. Okay.
Kind of touched the thingy.
It's okay. And now we're just gonna quickly whisk the egg up. Just like that. Can add a bit more water instead, but I don't think we need more water. Okay? Just like that. And now we're actually already done our egg wash, and we're gonna show you guys the next step.
That was fast.
And we're almost done making the cherry danishes.
Now we're ready to make our cherry Danish. Are you ready?
I'm so ready to make this, and what you're gonna need is 2 spoons, 1 for the cherry pie filling and 1 for the cream cheese filling, and egg wash, what we made,
And cream cheese filling, and you put it in like the center here.
yeah.
You also need the cherry pie filling, which you add on top of it, and they're homemade.
Yeah.
And also some sugar, just because you want it to be kind of sweet.
Okay, so how about we start? We'll take turns, and I'll go first. So we're gonna take 1
I
scoop.
thought we have to do that. Oh, right.
No, we're first gonna do this.
And we have.
I'm gonna add this in the center.
It looks so good.
I know.
Okay, another scoop.
You gotta add a bit
I like
more.
it when you do it, just go down.
There. And now we're gonna add in our homemade cherry pie filling as well. This is the main ingredient almost, because this is the cherry Danish.
And you don't have to put this. You can put whatever you want, but we're gonna make the cherry Danish because that's the title of the thing.
Okay, I think that's enough cherry.
I really like how this looks.
It's like it actually looks like the store-bought canned cherry, but we made it, and it's so good. Okay,
Oh, no.
I think our oven is done heating up, so I'm just gonna turn it off. Let's put it on 400.
I think I put a bit too much.
Oh, no, it's okay. It'll be an exploding one. Okay, now we're gonna finish all of our cherry, and we're gonna bake it at 400 for 15 minutes.
But first,
we're gonna add the egg wash. I almost forgot that step. Okay, so we're just gonna sprinkle it a little bit, because you don't want it to taste too much like egg. Just...
Unless if you like egg, you can dump it.
No.
No, that's really bad. It won't
Just
taste that good.
A little. This is actually not the last step. We actually have to also add the sugar. We're almost
And we also have to eat it.
Okay, and as I was saying, you're gonna bake it at 400 for 18 to 20 minutes, but we're gonna do 15 because we already baked ours and it just finished. Okay, there. Okay, now it's time to add the sugar. Who wants to add the sugar? Okay, here. We'll put that, take a little bit on your finger, like that much. I'll just do 1 and just sprinkle it around with the egg wash was, and that's it.
Feels weird.
Just really little. Around the sides, on the sides. And Ian, do you want to do the last one?
Yeah, it looks like they just go straight into it.
Do it on the edges, Okay, and now we're done, and now we're gonna bake it, and we'll show you guys a finished product, but there's also a secret little ingredient that we're gonna add. Okay guys, if you heard, I said that there's one secret special ingredient left.
What is that secret ingredient?
Well, as you can see, it's powdered sugar and half a lemon. It's gonna make a special glaze.
It's really simple, and it's simple but really yummy.
Yes, so all you're gonna need, as I said, is half a cup of powdered sugar and half of a lemon that you're gonna squeeze. So I'm just gonna dump that in.
And what's the difference of lime and lemon?
Actually, lemon is bigger, and the lime is actually, I don't know if it's more sour, but yeah, and it's green too. It's green. Okay, I'm just gonna squeeze this. Does anybody else want to squeeze
I'll
it?
squeeze it.
Okay, squeeze it in fast. So all the juice goes in. Okay.
This is so hard.
Let me do it.
Why can't we use our orange?
We have a lemon squeezer, but we're gonna use our hand because we only need a half.
We're strong.
And if you want, you could add as much lemon as you want to make it more. So I'm just gonna stir that up. And we actually have done this recipe before. So it's super simple. As you can see, it's already forming the lemon. And this is gonna add a little kick to our Danishes to make it much more tastier.
But isn't it supposed to be like kind of watery?
Yeah, we're still mixing it, so yeah.
It's gonna turn sort of like the cherry Danish. Like the little.
As that new cherry.
It's gonna add a very, like, it's not gonna sour, but like it's gonna add a nice flavor to the Danish.
Sweet and sour.
Yep. So this is how our icing glaze has turned out, and it looks like this. And if you want, you could add more. Oh, there's a seed in there. Let me take that out. If you want, you could add more. But if you want it to be nice and thick, you can. I think I'm gonna make a little bit more around here because then it'll be easier to spread. And I don't want it to be too sour either, so just a little. And that is our lemon glaze done. And as we said, we keep saying it's the final step, but this truly is the final step. And now we're just gonna decorate it and eat our Danishes. That's the best part.
Are we gonna put sprinkle?
We're not gonna add sprinkles to this dessert because we're gonna put this glaze on. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. Our Danishes are done. This is how they look.
Yeah.
They look so delicious. And now it's time to coat them with our lemon glaze.
They look too good to be true.
We're gonna do just three. We're gonna coat all of them, but for you guys to see, I'm just gonna go like that.
That looks so
Do you think this would be able to get old?
You could save it in your fridge and you can eat it for almost like a week, I think. That'd be good.
About a week, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna save that one. That one's too good.
So
we
catch
do
and go this down there, and then we go.
And you can make this whatever you want.
I think we're gonna make even more.
And you might not be able to get fresh cherries because it might be out of season, but you could still buy cherries and make your own. Okay, so I'm just gonna do one last one. We'll do this one.
We saved that one just in case somebody doesn't want
I want to have a peach.
Peach, you
Danish.
like peach? Peach Danish. You could make it with a lot. Okay, you guys, are you guys ready to try it for the first time?
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Okay, and you have this one?
No.
You want this one? Okay, hold that. Are you guys ready to take the first bite?
Yeah!
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Mmm.
Mmm.
That was so good. The size tastes kind of like a croissant, but I think the special mixture tastes good.
It's so good. The cherry and the cheesecake filling, the cream cheese filling tastes so good. The glaze just took it to the next level. And we hope you guys enjoyed this video. We make sure to try this recipe out. It's probably one of my favorite that we've ever tried. And make sure to
Like.
subscribe
And share.
Let me get that Danish from you.
Hey.
V-E-FunFamAve! Bye!